blue line. Goes rink wide. It's fed across the Blackhawks stripe, brought in, and a drop pass. Lesikowski shot stopped by Crotto, and he's able to hang on to it. Now we've got grappling in front of the Blackhawk goal after this a couple of times on the Cedar Rapids side. Lesikowski dropping his gloves with Rinzel. Rinzel trying to land a right. He got an uppercut in, and now another right hand. And Rinzel maybe surprising Lesikowski here with a couple of right hands. Lesikowski wanted to go, and Rinzel was game. And Rinzel lands an uppercut as they have a hold of each other. Now Lesikowski got a left in. Will still have their helmet on, swinging wildly, missing. Rinzel nearly lost balance, gets back to level, and the linesmen step in to intervene, and quite a scrap there.
Also send you to the box office. Played out to center in Tri-City with a player knocked down in front of the bench, and now we could have a fight. And here we go, Cameron O'Neill. He'll drop the gloves. O'Neill sticks up for his teammate, and they'll wrestle down to the ice. Attempted to throw it across the ice, just couldn't get it there. Penalties upcoming, though. And Bolton takes a big cross check after the whistle. Gloves come off, and Sawyer Bolton wants to fight here, and he will. It's Bolton against Sparks. Sparks with an uppercut, then he went back across with a forehand with a right hand. Another uppercut on Sawyer Bolton. Bolton has not thrown a punch. There's one, two from Sawyer Bolton. And they'll battle back and forth. Bolton takes another one. And the punch is flying now from Sparks. He'll keep Bolton up. Bolton looks to fire back. He has his jersey up around his ear, and the two players will eventually be separated. Ryan Smith. Smith went to go play it himself, and he laid it back for Tornquist. It's Sebastian Tornquist. And a fight at center ice. Here we go. Caden Muir's involved. Throwing right-handed blows in front of the Storm bench. It's Muir in a back-and-forth battle. Muir has the jersey tied up, and now punches coming atop of it from Brennan Ali. Down to the ice they go, and that's it for the fight.
Possession into the attacking zone. Pierre in down low for Slakinski. That one chips up and into the glass below the goal line. Sent out, Lepidin. We have a fight going on between Amel. Not sure who that is, but the gloves are off. Amel lands a few good ones and takes him down to the ground.
As sticks come up, and they're going to go at it here. Kivioja and Rukanakis swinging fists at the red line. Rukanakis going after Kivioja. Still getting some shots in there as Kivioja right up against the Tri-City bench now, and Kivioja goes down. .8:48 left in the second. And we would be without Rukanakis or Kivioja here until partially through the third period of play. We actually have ice repair crew coming out towards the bench area, so we're going to step away. Lancer still trailing 1-0 in this one. We'll be back. Face off just outside of the Lance's attacking zone. It'll be Ryan Kusler taking the draw here for Omaha. And we have Will Diamond going at it now with August Falloon. Back-to-back fights here. Falloon trying to find the face of Will Diamond. Diamond laying a good one in right there. Falloon lays one. Diamond retaliates. Still going at it now at the blue line. Couple arms get tied up as Diamond drops to a knee, and they're still going at it. The linesman tried to get in but couldn't break it up. Diamond laying out August Falloon there, and he'll finish him off. Still wanting more was August Falloon as Diamond and the linesman go down.
Turned away, but kept in by the Musketeers, but only for a moment. A big hit by Doug Grimes to force not only the puck, but also Benjamin Poitras across, and that's going to result in a scrap. Grimes has to drop the gloves. That's the fourth fight in the last 2 games that the Stars have been involved in. Grimes getting a couple of rights in late. He's got the mask off, fires in a couple of more on Sam Duckhut, and gets the takedown. Duckhut coming in immediately to stand up for his team.
Off the hop as Brisson takes a check from Santrella. Now a big old hit from behind as Gordon able to make a play, and now away from the puck as Price doesn't like it on Gordon. A couple of lefts by Gordo here. Going at it with Patella. And now the Panda falls over. Oh, goodness, Jack Jr., Jordy Brisson getting into it. That's the type of stuff I like to see.
Sparks retreats to his own end. Passes it over to his left side to his defensive partner, Boston Buckberger. And sent around the boards and into the defensive end. And we're going to have a scrap right next to the Green Bay bench. Jack Sparks jumping in after a big hit. It looked like it was on Patrick Raftery. It was him or Boston Buckberger. They were in the vicinity. Sparks went over, took exception to that hit, and tossed the gloves immediately.
Looking for a chance. Trying to find someone center-wise. Centered, taken by Boisvert. Oh, we got a fight! It's Owen Mellenbacher and Brendan Fitzgerald. Mellenbacher hitting him with rights. Owen Mellenbacher looking for with more rights. Owen Mellenbacher taking control of the fight as Brendan Fitzgerald loses his helmet. Face washes by Fitzgerald, and the referees will break up the fight there.
This puck up, unable to do so. Delayed penalty coming up on Lincoln. Larrigan almost got an opportunity to put one in the back of the net. There's a whistle as offsides on Omaha, and fisticuffs ensue. Diamond dropped both gloves and beeline for Wyatt Olson. Now he's trying to get some wax in on DJ Hart. Will Diamond wasted no time right after a big hit at center ice. Got a couple of whacks in late. Diamond, a couple extra words at Olson.
A pass and a puck loose, and the Gamblers will just play it to the blue line and out. Park managed to get it out on the rush, and now we've got it tied up in the left corner, and we got players on the ice. Linesmen are in to break it up.
Get out into the neutral ice area. Ryan O'Connell moving in. O'Connell gets it out front. Moving in was Basson. His shot got stopped by Crotto. It's cleared back out to neutral. Now behind the scenes, we've got a fight going. It is Basson for the Rough Riders, Clee for Waterloo. Both of them landing right-hand haymakers. Clee wrestles Basson down to the ice. That gets them separated.
DJ Hart gave it away. Down low, looking for Gamache. Turning, he's hit up high. Still free, they fire it on goal. A save made by Whitehead. And now we have problems after that one. Everyone coming together. Graham Gamache not happy. We got a fight in the corner. It looks like Dane Doliak has dropped the gloves.
Russell through center, gains the line, able to flip it in. Mankini out there as he will work his way towards the net. Russell gets tipped over, controlled by Tri-City. 9 minutes in. Meantime, Russell trying to get free from a Tri-City skater, and they are down in the far corner of the ice, and the officials are finally got to get them separated, and here we go. The boys have dropped the gloves and are underway. Russell had enough, and he gets a couple of shots in with the right hand, and the officials will finally get in between them, back behind the Tri-City goaltender and Carlos Mesgards.
There, plays it back out to neutral, knocked away, back down into the Green Bay end of the rink. Cleared back out, Vitolins carries it in, drops it back, shot headed wide of the goal. Rivera's caught it anyway and hung on to it. Now we got pushing and shoving along the boards, and we've got a full-fledged fight going back behind this play here. As as one of the gamblers is into it big time with Brenner. They're down on their knees, slugging away. The problem is the linesmen are tied up with the skirmish along the boards on the right-hand side. Brenner and Hall are going at it. Finally, the referee has to step in and say enough. Come on, guys.
From the puck, Moldenhauer tag Johnson, and Fowler's going to play it here. Hits the glass and barks to Machu as Cameron Johnson away from the puck. And a little lip there from Catalano as Johnson away from it. Totally ridiculous as Catalano losing his cool. Ridiculous. Ugh.
Boards where O'Connell is in a grip with a Lancer player. The Lancer's clear. Procius, meanwhile, has it for Waterloo. We're going to have a fight behind the play between Baker and it looks like Wattville, who has a couple inches on Baker. They ended up in a pile, both trying to swing away but not landing much.
No dice. 19:35 remaining here in the third and possibly final period. And here's the physicality on the ice. Big check by Pino. And that should be a cross check on Cedar Rapids. Getting very physical, and here come the fights. We officially have some punches being thrown, some jerseys being taken off. Here for the Bucks, it is Ethan Fredericks. And we will have a penalty along with a fight and stick taps for everybody. 19:22 remaining here in the third. They send Yavash to the other locker room. As we look at the replay, it's batted home. Boris Scavo's got a goal and then took a shot. Yavash dropped the gloves and he was ready to go after it was Poitras. He was held back by Ben Duran, but Poitras took a shot at Scavos as he scored. The goal comes at 19:06.
Now connects to Fernandez, right along the boards, near side of the ice. Dropped off to Weinbergs, drifting in with a wrist shot, up high, but a nice glove save made by Messarts. Messick's going to get in a fight right in front of the net. All of a sudden, he and Caden Muir drop the gloves and go after each other. And Michael Messick in a scrap for Lincoln, right next to Messarts, trying to bring some energy to Lincoln. Couple of quick words from both players. The gloves went flying. Muir lost his helmet. As they're both separated, get a couple of extra words in right now. Games against the boards. Now Smith with a re-entry, avoids the bulk of a check from Jursev, and is able to play the puck beneath the goal line. Nizameyev, pestered by Mangan. He got an assist tonight, this Mangan. And we got a scrap right in front of Whitehead. Our second fight of the game. Jursev going to town, gets the takedown in his scrap, going up against Brock James. On that whole shift, we saw Jursev trying to do something.
Piece of that, it was deflected first off on a defender's leg. Rourke now knocked down by Geary behind his net. That allows Hillman to pick up the puck. Hillman drops it back, couldn't find Baker. Erdman coming on a change, keeps it in. Now we've got swinging away. Rourke and Geary have dropped the gloves. Rourke down to a knee, and Geary landed one on his chin as the linesman intervened.
Trying to go the other way with it. Off the wall, and Levens is dropping the gloves, and he is going to fight Zuger. Easton Zuger against Clint Levens, and here we go. Levens looking to give him on the side of the head. Zuger comes back with the right. Levens with the left. They go down, back up. Zuger trying to come back here with an uppercut. Levens delivering an uppercut. Another shot to Zuger. Another shot down to the side of his head. Zuger staying with them. And now Levens will take him down. And the Rough Riders lead it 3-0 with a face-off in their own end of the rink with 11.8 seconds to go here in the opening 20 minutes of tonight's game. Puck cleared into the corner, picked up Grable. There goes some hats and some gloves. And it's going to be Levens and Bartle. And now they match up. Here come the Haymakers. Levens, couple of big rights. Bartle goes down. They get back up. Bartle's out again. Gets back on his feet. He's lost his helmet. Levens landing lots of punches. There goes Martin's helmet. These guys have thrown some haymakers at each other.
finally the linesmen get in and break them up.
Michigan as Team USA defeats Youngstown. Beg your pardon, Youngstown defeating Team USA, beg your pardon, 4-3 in a shootout. Des Moines trailing Cedar Rapids 3-0. That game just underway in the third period. Tri-City and Fargo, it's the Force leading the Storm 2-0.
Was knocked away. Play to the near side now for Stewart at center ice. He can't corral it cleanly. And the Phantoms chip it out to center ice. Scott tries to work free, and now we've got a tussle behind the play. It's O'Donnell for the Saints. He's taking a lot of rights now. O'Donnell, oh, it's a heavyweight bout. A couple of good hits being thrown. O'Donnell's lost his helmet. Can't see who the Phantom is on the fight. O'Donnell winds up on top, but that might be the momentum that this Saints team needed to wake them up.
Head. That one to go the length of the ice. The arm is in the air for icing. And that one gets called off. We have a fight at the other end. It's Sparks and Amel. Sparks much bigger than Luke Amel. Amel really hanging in there, still laying him on Jack Sparks. Sparks applies a few. Amel takes down Sparks. He's right back up. Still throwing haymakers. Amel's now helmetless. A miss there by Sparks. Amel now tied up, trying to lay a punch. He'll connect there. Another one, an uppercut. Still firing away here at center ice. Big tie-up now, and the officials get in there as they both go down. And what a fight there.
Storm won a counter, but they didn't have numbers. They'll dump it in. Erdman hit deep in his zone run over, and that's going to be a penalty, and we're going to have more than that as the gloves drop. And Pionk going with the Finnish defenseman Maritati, who dropped the gloves quickly, and Pionk was a little slow to respond, but when he did, Maritati took a couple of shots. Two with DeGraves. Brown weaving, now shooting, missed the net. Long rebounds, came back to the line. Procius. Now we're going to have a scrap behind the play. Connolly and Charlie are wrestling, and Charlie doesn't drop his gloves, but battering Connolly as he was down on a knee after Connolly tangled up with him.
Now over the red line, he'll fire that one to the opposite side corner. Chipped off there by Broberg. Swing and a miss there is a big hit laid by Ryan Kusler. And we're moving back the other way now. Cardona and Werner heading in on a 2-on-2. Cardona drops it for Werner. Coming in, rips one there and a blocker save made. As we have a fight at the other end, it's Russell and Kusler. Back in the defensive end for Omaha. Squaring up to each other, and here we go. Landing one there was Russell. Kusler still trying to gain a grip on him. Russell applying punches. Kusler landing one there, and Kusler goes down. As the officials now get between them.
22, Evan Werner. And so Werner with a secondary assist picks up his first points as a Storm player. Meanwhile, we got a hit from behind on Smith. Rukanakis wants to go. Oh, here we go. We got a fight in the near side corner. Nick Rukanakis. His glove goes down. Slams the Buccaneer down to the ice. A couple of punches, quick ones each way. They added that secondary assist, and Evan Werner gets his first. Checked right into the bench. And that was a hit from behind on an unsuspecting player. Now we got a fight after that one. Sama Maritati. He's wrestled down to the ice.
On the first hit. And then, they wanted to go after, as Kiviola went after Medghini and took a couple of shots to the back of the head. That was the Medghini hit. That was not the one that drew the penalty. That was Silcones that took the penalty, but boy, he took, I don't want to say sucker punches, but was 2 shots to the back of the head there from Kiviola. Hope it was worth it, pal. Bean into the slot. Centering pass by a sliding Reed. Kahn got a piece of that one, never got to the net. And controlled by Jacob Stender. 5:05 to go in the second period. Meantime, going to be Diamond and Reed. Kahn might be ready to go. We've got a penalty coming, and here they go. Right between the benches, a couple of shots to the right hand from Kahn, a third. Diamond answers back, comes back with a couple of shots to his right. The 2 hit the ice. The officials will separate the 2, and boy, you can see that coming 2 minutes away.
Here comes Kramer again. It's going to be offside if the Gamblers touch it. Vitulins was tied up, and Vitulins is going to be tied up here again. He and Brandt having a few words. They were tied up after that pass through the crease in that last Green Bay rush, and away from the scrum, we've got punches being thrown. There's a right. Helmets are flying. Martin for Green Bay against Levenage for Chicago, and they will wind up on the ice. And the officials are in to break it up.
The way there, back out into the neutral ice area. As it's right in front of the penalty boxes. Riders cleared ahead, knocked away there. Picked up by the Fighting Saints. We got a fight going back behind the scene. Stewart going at it for the Fighting Saints and Grable for the Rough Riders. Grable's lost his helmet as they're still tied up. Linesman, now I think they can get in and break them up as they go down.
Artisan charcoaled off the puck. Abel. Oh. Brandt's going to go with McCarthy. Brandt a couple rights. McCarthy responds and takes down Brandt. I love it. As McCarthy dropped him right away, and Jack baited it and decided to go. Give him a couple.
Peters. Hart lobs it around to the far side where Krusberg-Rosine is there for Lincoln. Yavash lines him up, gets a hit after he lost the puck. Now here's Peters drifting in. He delays, cycles, and looks to find Hart. Hart collides. And look at this. Krusberg-Rosine's going to drop the gloves. Firing a ton of rights immediately after a big hit on him by Yavash. Both of them get a couple of hits in at center ice before Yavash is able to get the takedown. 1:45 to go in the first. 1-1 game between Lincoln and Fargo. Krusberg-Rosine with a one-timer. Ad save made by Castro. And we got a scrap right in front of the net. Here goes Bidens, sending in several rights, going up against Brazen Boozer. They're still going at it. Bidens with a couple more rights. He's got the helmet removed. His is still on. Boozer takes a tumble right after he throws a punch. And look at the benches right now, especially the Lincoln one. They are fired up. 53 seconds and ticking to go in this second. Stars now out shooting the Stampede, and we've got a scrap. It's Sambuco going up against Ryan Gordon. A couple shoves, and they were ready to go. Sambuco's got a piece of Gordon, but it's Gordon who comes up swinging. Both got their helmets on still, and trading rights. Sambuco slips up after another right. Gordon on top of him, as the officials will step in.
Below the goal line, and then they give it away. Sioux City banks it off the glass.
Big hit
there
by Duran. And now he's mugged on the play, and now we have a scrum.
And now they're dropping gloves, and they want even more. Benny Duran was a clean hit on the play, and then Sioux Falls drops gloves and mugs him. That was a clean hit. Yep.
Step attempt for O'Connell. Now Pionka drives. Scope of the save. Bounce back toward the line. Held in by Robertson. Across to Schumacher. Right point. His wrist shot gloved and held by Scopa with 24 and 3/10 seconds left to go before intermission. And now we've got gloves dropped. Flynn and a Rough Rider Grable grappling, and they go to the ice quickly after dropping the gloves with less than a minute left to go in the first period.
Rebound back up top. Schiller sends it around in the left corner.
It was assisted by number 8, Raymond Vitulins. And number 9, Artem Lemshinov.
Oh, it's going to break down now after a big hit in the corner. And everybody on the ice but the goalies in that far corner. Mo's in a headlock. And he's taking a Cedar Rapids player down. The linesman trying to separate them. There was a big hit that started that, and then all of the skaters kind of gathered in there.
See, but I think that's going to be Polkamp who gets that one. Puck cleared ahead to the blue line, knocked down. Pierre clears it in. Back to the near side. There we go. Andy Morris going at it with one of the Steel players. As they're going at it there, that is Michael Hagens.
And Burkholder just sent it up over the top of the net. Saints here have him hemmed in a bit. Burkholder down low. Stewart trying to cut it off. O'Donnell levels a man down low behind the net. And now we got a fight as LeChance steps in, and he's pummeling at O'Donnell. He jumped him, and those two tangle inside the left wing circle. It's all LeChance, a right from O'Donnell. His helmet's coming loose. It's off, and LeChance continues to rain down on him. And finally, they're separated.
Phantoms get control of it. Shot, save. Back out front. Another save cleared into the corner. Cleared back out to the blue line. Shot there. Save is made. Now we got a fight going. Lezakowski and I believe that's Catalano. Lezakowski gets him down to the ice before it really gets wound up.
Back in the lineup from the last time the Saints faced the Rough Riders. He had missed 14 games earlier this season. Burchell carries in, dumped down, and no call coming. And now we've got a fight coming to the defense of Burchell. And a hard right coming in. Dominic Elliott laid the hit, and Riley Stewart, the captain, stepped in. Right along the near side hash mark, Stewart has Elliott pinned to the glass, and he's hammering him with a couple of solid rights. Those two tie each other up, and that will be the end of that. But Riley Stewart stepping in and hopefully setting the tone here for the Saints. Sondrell threw a backhander out in front that was knocked down. Now he's able to create a turnover at center ice as he spills his man down low. Now a battle in the near side corner. Fisher Scott taking a couple of hits. Poke free for Burkholder, and he'll lay it over for Juntorp on the far side. And now a whistle, and here we go, right in front of the bench. DeMarsico has dropped the gloves with Fisher Scott. Fisher without his helmet already, but he's laying a couple of hard rights. DeMarsico down to his knees, and what a start to this hockey game, just 53 seconds in.
For roughly a total of 1 minute of play, saw 2 shots in the process, and made 1 save on those 2 shots for 1 goal against. Werner in down low, rips one there, knocked off a body as Werner goes down hard off the hit from Kusler. And we got some gloves off here. Luke Amell in down low throwing punches. Somehow not on camera here as him and Maritati go down. I believe that's Maritati, it is. As more of a wrestling match. As we're going to see what happens here. Evan Werner down on the near side boards.
And now the pass intercepted. Here's Ring. Ring has got it in the slot. Isaac Gordon fires and he missed the net. Gordon tracking it down along the edge of the left circle at the hash marks. Played along the near wall. Russell has it now for Fargo. Trying to force it out. Harris ties him up. Harris gave him a shot to the head. Then he comes back and takes Harris. And now here comes Isaac Gordon coming in after. They're going to drop the gloves, and Russell and Isaac Gordon are going after it here. As Gordon gives him a couple of lefts, trying to get a right. He gets one. The helmet comes off. Down they go. And they'll separate here with 2:13 to go here.
Well, can score a goal, but is not on the ice. In the zone comes Williams with a shot that is right to the glove of Rathan Robbins. And a big scrum ensues in the blue paint. Losing his bucket, Jack Sparks. He's throwing right hands at Youngstown captain Shane LeChance. Sparks, about the only guy on the ice for Muskegon that can go toe-to-toe with LeChance. Sparks, 6'8", 230. LeChance, 6'5", 218.
Here at the Rush Center since Thanksgiving. Gamblers win the draw, and there's a big pile-up back by the entry door for the Rough Riders with 2.6 seconds to play. The officials are in to try to break this one up, but there aren't enough officials. As got punches being thrown in behind the Green Bay net. Rose is in there, tied against the wall with Pierre.
By Austin Kessler, the athletic trainer for the Sioux City Musketeers. Colin Kessler heading off ice shortly after he took a big hit. Weinberg's trying to add a jolt in.
Backhand off the boards, looking for Ford. And we have a fight. Oh, here comes the fun. It's Shaw and Steenberg. And Shaw with a couple of early punches in, but Steenberg comes back with a right hook. He knocks Shaw to the ground. It is starting to get chippy. Both players to the ice. Stick taps and hand claps.
So we'll see in down low here on the replay, and it looks like Will Diamond just jumps him down low and just starts teeing off on him. And Levens just immediately goes into defense mode there. So 1:16 left to play here in the first. Lancers still trail by 2. And I can definitely see an instigator coming up for Will Diamond.
At 18:44 in the first period, Lancer penalty on number 22, Will Diamond. 5-minute major for fighting and a game ejection.
Those two are 3 birth years apart, so not sure how long that overlap will be. And we've got a fight. Christian Kosis and Dylan Godbout drop the gloves here in Sioux City. Kosis goes in after Godbout, tries to throw a punch. Godbout can't get a grab. Kosis throws one. Godbout tries to haul him down to the ice and does.
And a little extracurriculars, and now we're dropping the gloves. Noah Anderson is going at it here with Bevilacqua. Bevilacqua getting a couple of rights. Down to Anderson, who comes back with a couple of rights of his own. A heavyweight battle going on here as Bevilacqua trying to get a shot, and they'll eventually break up here.
McBrayer finally gets the puck out of the scrum for Muskegon. Easton Young looking for a lane, fires a shot, rebound, and Callow couldn't find the handle. Cleared the length of the ice. Halfway. Oh, we got a whistle here, and we got a fight. It's Cody Kroll going up against Tyler Catalano. Catalano looking for overhand. Cody Kroll, the big, strong Minnesota boy, taking haymakers from Catalano. And you could tell this was going to happen after last night. Cody Kroll answers the bell with Tyler Catalano.
Shellberg, he'll scoot and cut behind the steel net. Shellberg will nuzzle Basson. He's reverse checks Arneson. And Steele steer, but it's not out. And now, here we go. Cameron Johnson gonna go at it right now with Riley Basson. They both dropped him, and the Pandas are letting it go. Left from Basson on Johnson. Dodge on Cam, and he tackles Basson in the ice. Spidey Cam trying to wake up his group.
Who roofed it up over the glove from in tight. And now we got a fight. Powell's dropped the gloves at center ice, and he's going at it with Kramer. A couple of rights, and he's tackled Kramer down to the ice, and Powell's still going at him as the refs come in to break things up.
Riders clear it back to neutral, down to the Green Bay end of the rink. Icing waved off as they go after it in the corner. And yeah, here we go. Zachariah Wisdom and Austin Orovitz are going at it. They are down quickly. They'll get the linesman in there to separate them.
Jubenville holds, and here we go. Cole Helms dropped him. And we've got one here with Fitzgerald. Helm engages with the left hand, looking to work his right free. Helm, a couple of left-handed punches, both battling for positioning. Now they're both free and they're unloading. Fitzgerald, a couple of good rights coming over the top. Helm staying up well. He's got his left free. Helm with the left. Helm landing a couple of left-handed hooks. Now he's got the dominant hand. The right is
takes an uppercut from Fitzgerald. Oh, what a bout we've got going. Helm still on his feet. Another right as Fitzgerald mauls him, and he tackles him down to the ice. Fight of the year for the Saints. Kudos to both of them, Cole Helm and Brendan Fitzgerald. Lavins, and now Lavins could be off to the races. Burchell back checks and cuts him off from the puck. Good play by Burchell. Now Moore comes in with an unnecessary hit, and Burkholder's dropped the gloves. Captain on captain, and the period comes to an end. Good couple of hits here thrown by Burkholder. His jersey's wrapped up over his head. Moore has ripped his helmet off, and Burkholder whips him down to the ice.
Trying to get back to even. Oh, there's a chance in front for Davis off the feed from DeMarsico, and there's a couple of left hands on a Gambler in the bench. We have a puck is in the net. Now Fowler is throwing a right hand on top of the Gambler, and we've got some scrums going. Van Tassel, he's the one that's tied up in there with Pittner, and that is now with Pittner on the ice. Saw Fowler throw a couple of right hands on top of, I think it was Davis in the crease.
Low, where the Capitals have a chance to take over. Nice job to just play body positioning there by Will Felicio. A big hit as Felicio will chase after him. Not liking that one. Felicio will go here with Hughes, and they'll probably break this one up fairly quickly. Felicio beat in pretty quickly there. Absolute dirty hit. Felicio bloodied up.
City. Oh, forgot the puck was Kessler. He was going. Fargo comes back with Russell on it. Russell in his own zone, harassed on the play by Hodson. He turns around. He's checked well up on the boards as well. And Russell goes at Hodson, and we got a fight. Hodson goes, cracks him once, cracks him again, and he got him again. And trying to fend off Russell. Russell uppercut, hits him in the side. And now Hodson comes across again. And now up on top. And now on top is Russell.
The Saints back the other way. It's Montez spinning away. Cycles down low for Juntor. A hit thrown in the corner by Helm. And here we go again. Helm with Elliott this time, and Elliott just tackles him to the ground. You know, for Elliott, I would say it's probably your best bet going into that bout. Loose puck battled for by the Saints along the boards. Shifted down into the corner. Now we got a fight. Burchell's dropped the gloves with Strothman. Strothman has his left hand tied up. Burchell's free with the right. Strothman has worked his right hand free. His helmet's off. Burchell's still well protected. Now his is gone. Strothman with a couple of rights. Burchell lands a good right, and they're both tackled down to the ice. With 9:34 to go in the second.
And it's covered by Connor Callahan, and we got some more extracurriculars. Owen Keefe giving Josh Player, and we got a fight! Owen Keefe and Josh Player! Keefe and Player still with their helmets on. Little roundabout move there, jiu-jitsu style, and Player hammering Owen Keefe with rights. Body shots and head shots for Josh Player. But Owen Keefe victorious and falling on top of Josh Player. Add that one to the highlight reel for the fights of this year.
Kopetsky chases with Bruick and Kessler. Another penalty coming on Sioux City. And now Bruick is going to go and get into a fight. He's going to go right now with Hornquist. Bruick pops up, takes the right, and now he comes back. And now the body down, the fans go nuts. And so we got 5 minutes for fighting and misconduct.
Sioux falls ahead with it. Pelk, and now we got a drop of the gloves in front of the net. Here goes Skrbek against Yavish, and Skrbek gets a hold of him. and takes him down onto the ice.
The right corner, Geary back for it. Banks it to Connor Brown. Snaps it out to center Hoang, trying to touch pass, but it got away and did not find anybody in friendly colors. Laubach comes back to the Hawk line. Kerr runs him over, and now there's a Lancer that wants it. Kerr, and it's a big pileup involving all 10 skaters on the ice. And a wrestling match there. There's a Blackhawk who's lost his helmet. Geary's got a hold of Baker as they tangle. Klee was the Blackhawk wrestled to the ice. Now we've got Baker and Geary dropping the gloves and throwing punches. The linesman primarily involved with those two as Klee is on top of another Lancer. Baker and Geary pulled away and they go to the penalty box. The initial penalty is going to be on Kerr, but a lot of other penalties coming here with 1:27 left to go in the second period.
Storm hold the line with Sean McEwen, and he's run into in front of the Sioux City bench. Swatted at by Tri-City, played it forward by Joey. We're going to fight. McEwen wants to go. Right-handed punches from Sean McEwen. Here he is in the Storm's defensive end. Back and forth. What a tilt here with Colin Kessler. They're wailing away on each other. Sean McEwen wants every part of Colin Kessler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An uppercut. He's barking at him. Listen to this crowd.
We're back at it. 7:51. Arneson, Stewart, steal defensive zone. Arneson to the knees. Oh, we're going here. Leo wants to go with Helm. Leo Eperjesi dropping the mitts. Here we go. First career scrap as they push off a right by Helm. As Leo ducking a 2 rights, 3. Slovakian Eagle answers 4. And then Helm with a couple lefts. Leo, 3 from the Slovakian Eagle. Leo Eperjesi pounding with the left. Helm gets a left in. 3 lefts by the Slovakian Eagle. And the Slovakian Eagle, Leo Eperjesi takes down Helm. Let's go.
Something working. Kramer trying to cut to the net. Puck hit escape. Oh, there's a hit behind the play on a hard hit. And Cleveland has the helmet off and is ready to go. And Dewar is just going to take it because Cleveland absolutely rocked Kramer behind the play, and he's gone.
Side, Hall able to check it out to center as Patilla takes his man out hard. That was DeMarsico. And now a fight. Patilla in front of the benches. Battling against Barrett Hall. Patilla firing rights. Patilla uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Hall's in trouble here. Hall trying to work his head free. Patilla with a right hand overhand. And the linesmen get in to separate. What a bout.
But the guys make a competition out of it. At least that's what it looks like from afar. But it works out to work on those skills. Now Salave drops the gloves. We got to fight. Salave throwing some right hands, now some left hands. He's working on Scott. Good tilt, and Justin Salave showing off the toughness. Takes Scott down to the ice. Has some more words for him. And now makes his way to the locker room.
As a couple of players battle there. Yakish sends a player up against the wall, and we have an all-out melee there. All 5 U.S. players go down, and we'll get a battle in the corner. 2:46 to go in the second. I have to imagine this is going to result in a whole lot of penalties as Osmus has to watch himself as he goes up in the corner against Slaggert. Still going after it. Manetian's still going at it as well. Lewis will make his way to the box. Manetian still wants Lewis. You can't fight. You have a helmet on. You have a cage on. Make your way into the penalty box, Mr. Manetian.
I think they're going to send all 5 from the U.S. into the penalty box. Hudson will go. There's already 2 in there for the U.S. Here's the play. Slaggert was talking there, and it's him and Yakish got into it. They go after Lewis after Lewis goes in there. They might need to reserve a couple seats in section 103 for the U.S. They have 5 guys in the box.
And we've got a glove. Here we go. We've dropped the gloves. Levens is going with Will Diamond, and they're ready to go. Levens waiting, gets a right in on Diamond, who tries to reach over. Levens a couple of rights to the side of the head. Now Diamond trying for an uppercut, misses, and Levens delivers a couple of big blows and takes Diamond down onto the ice.
Far side for Stender. Oh, we've got a fight. Charlie Russell and Patrick Geary are locked up at the blue line. Russell gets a couple of shots in and goes down, and then the linesmen come in and break that one up.
So that'll be good for Sambuco's 10th of the year, and we have a fight here at center ice. Cardona and Sambuco going at it. Swinging away, Cardona teeing off on him, and Sambuco goes down. No chance there as Adam Cardona dominates that fight at center ice. For Oliver. Oliver's pass ahead. Lincoln into the zone, and we got another fight here. It'll be Pacosi and Yavash. And this time, the linesman getting in. Yavash breaks free, going after Pacosi. Save as that one gets held up in below Kevin Pash. And he'll get a cover on that one with 4:25 left. More pushing and shoving now. Olsen dropped the gloves. Now swinging on Tanner Rowe, and they both go down.
Back on the defensive zone assignment, it's Yakish and Madison winning the draw. Floater. Stark will make the stop. As Kahn now and Lewis going at it, and Reed dropping the gloves. 4 rights. Now Lewis wants to go. He's dropping them. Let him go. Reed, a couple. Lewis responding. 4 rights. Reed, Kahn taking it. And Reed answers with a right. 2 big boys going at it, and Kahn loses his balance. Great scrap from the Fox Valley faithful.
Noah's Gamache, and he brings it out to center ice. Really good anticipation from him. Now Connolly plays it. He goes down, knee-to-knee hit. They call the penalty, and here comes Adams. He wants a piece of Stender. Gloves come off, and the punches go to the face of Stender. Tanner Adams sticks up for his teammate. He's wrestled down to the ice.
Puck rolls back over toward Nelson. We've got a scrap right behind the blue line. Feinbergs is going to get a couple of punches in before going down. Deckut lets him loose. Feinberg, shortly after scoring, gets into a fight.
Out to center. Bounce right back to Strathman. Danced around the check of Connor, but could not get past Jack Sparks. And now it's going to be Jack Sparks and Tyler Catalano. 6'8" against 6'5". Catalano throwing rights. Sparks throwing rights. Sparks connecting. Sparks connecting again. Catalano in trouble here. Sparks still hammering rights. Sparks uppercut. Catalano got tangled. Sparks has him in a headlock, and I think the lines are going to try to step in here. Sparks, one more uppercut. Catalano looks like he's had enough. Is it out of danger? Don't know how that one didn't make it to the meshing after Wynn played it up high. Centering feed there broken up by Wynn. Pinned to the side of the cage. Wynn waiting for the whistle. Now he finally has the blocker on top of it, and the whistle blows. As Solove and Strathman, they start going. Strathman throwing uppercuts. Now quick jabs by Solove, and he tackles him to the ice.
Jabs at the puck. Loose at the blue lines. Slukinski over there for Sioux City, and I believe we're going to have, I believe offside is going to be the calls. The puck was right around the blue line. Meanwhile, Link ready to drop the gloves, and here they go. Link and Easton Zuger. Couple of rights thrown in by Zuger. Both guys down to the ice, and that was a short-lived fight.
Battle for underneath. Weinberg's with a late hit on the play. Immediately crumbling to the ice. Weinberg's is going to have to drop the gloves, and he will. He's taking a couple of rights up high. Weinberg's with a big hit. David Klee going right after him. And those two continuing to jostle in the far corner. Weinberg's jersey is up and over his head as Klee continues to throw.
Smolin will throw it into the Musketeer zone. Yep, they're shaking their lines a little bit. Sioux City, Shahan, bodies up on the boards, puck lobbed in the air. We got a fight. Zuger is going to go with Russell. Zuger, crack, gets him again, takes him down, cracks him again, and now they're still going. Here's Russell. Zuger, cracks him again, cracks him again. And Russell's tough. He stays on his feet. He wants to keep on going. And they just tapped each other. I think they got tired.
Got it to Gunty near side. He'll work it out to neutral. Serbone gets absolutely crushed in front of the Phantoms bench by Max Celebrini. And that's going to draw a crowd.
And this has been a wild last 3 minutes.
As Perkins swinging it. Reed Kahn.
And there goes, I think, Isagai.
Bufflin and Isagai. And Perkins and Kahn have the gloves off. Perkins lost his lid. Kahn, overhand right. Perkins at a huge disadvantage here. There's a couple of uppercuts, now some overhands on the back of Perkins' head. Kahn wrestles him down.
So that'll be Alexei Kivioya's first fight since the preseason. As he went at it with Nick Rukanakis, he was able to take down Jimmy Jursev there. Wide as Pash throws that one away to the corner. Lots of bodies thrown around. Now Smith going after a man down low. As Smith and Raftery going at it, Smith takes him down once again.
Out to center and makes his way to the Blackhawks zone, but separated from the puck by Baker. And now it's Griffin Erdman. Out to the neutral zone, missed his target Hillman. We got a fight behind the play between Baker and Turner. And Baker with a big right hand. Turner tries an uppercut. Baker jabs. Turner swings and misses. Then lost his balance. Has his helmet knocked off. They go down to the ice and the linesmen get in between.
Orovitz steps up, sends it back in, and McCarthy has to go back on it, though. Era Hall hard on the forecheck, pressures McCarthy in the far side corner. The two go to the wall together. Hall looking to kick it forward. McCarthy laying the cross checks, and there we got a fight on the far side. Hall laying some rights on to McCarthy. McCarthy answers back. He's got the jersey. Hall's got his head down low. Some uppercuts from McCarthy go the other way. He's got the jersey over and pulls him down to the ice. Gavin McCarthy.
Play at the blue line, pokes it in, now toe drags in, Bronman able to get the stop on it, and now it's flung all the way down the ice to the captain, Stewart. He attacks wide on Nobes, puts on the brakes, and now we've got a fight between Morrison on the backside and D'Angelo. Morrison has him in a headlock with the head down. They each land a couple of good ones as Morrison and D'Angelo topple down to the ice.
Brings it in, takes the shot, stick save is made, cleared back off to the left-hand side, and here come the Phantoms back out. Oh, man. Rossi just ran into a stiff check from Fitzgerald. Patella took exception to it, and now they pile up along the boards. Wrestling match right in front of the Rough Rider bench. We've got a second skirmish off to the right-hand side. This is more than a skirmish. As let's see here, Tyler Cantilano getting into it. He and Joe Schiller, Colin Grable are definitely throwing punches. The other event seems to have broken up. As Lezakowski had it at the blue line momentarily. Capitals pick it up. Oopsie, back behind the play. We're going to get ourselves a little fight. Riley Basson and Nathan Lois. Lois with a couple of rights. Basson with a couple of haymakers that he misses with. Nelson landing uppercut after uppercut after uppercut. Basson turns around the lines on a big roundhouse. As the fights move to the right or blue line, Basson finally goes down.
Balls in the ice. Cody Kroll takes the puck. Kroll fires the puck. Big rebound. Kroll finds it again. Another chance opportunity. Still loose at the side of the net and force the far side corner. Now players going at it. Livinavage and Kroll. The gloves come off for Kroll. He's throwing the punches. Kroll takes Livinavage down. He's going to go to the box.
Trying to lay it down behind the goal line. Jake Richard, aggressive. Now we've got problems in the corner. Penalty called here. But the Storm have another player taken down. And the gloves are off. We've got 3 or 4 players jumping in. Linesman looking to separate everyone, but the gloves are off here from at least 2 players, maybe a third. Seth Constance involved with Tri-City. I think Connolly tried to...
Couldn't find Badger. Tri-City gets it back. Nice play by Fitzgerald. Just stands up his man. Here's Badger. Checked off the play. Stay. We got a fight. And it's away from the play. Fitzgerald doing battle. As the teams go to toe. Falloon and Fitzgerald. Oh, Fitzy lost his footing and goes to the ice.
Tries to get it up the wall to Grimes. Could not, but Marcellus takes over. Takes a big hit from Hillman. Marcellus is in pain. Joseph and everyone beelining for Hillman. Joseph's got Hillman wrapped up. Now a tie-up right in front of the crease next to Whitehead. Penalties coming from every direction. Yavash has a partner. Larrigan's trying to peel a man away. Larrigan's able to push Baker over away. Baker's helmet is off. They're going at it. Larrigan's got his gloves and helmet on. Baker wants to dance. Yavash still going to work behind the cage. Oh, a chaos right now. A big hit on Mason Marcellus. Miles Hillman delivering the boom. Jimmy Jursev went right for him. Both of them are going to go to the box. Marcellus looks like he's okay. Looks like he just mouthed to the bench, I'm fine. Lincoln's bench is irate. Doug Grimes has to be brought away from the Waterloo bench as Grimes tugs at his jersey, and he'll head to the sin bin as well. You can see the Stars bench yelling right over at Waterloo's. All the emotions that you could imagine from tonight's game have happened. We've had questionable goal calls. We've had nasty hits. We've had a tight contest with some of the best saves, maybe of the season. You've had everything you wanted for playoff hockey. And right now, Lincoln in the lead. They've got 3 players in the penalty box. The only player in the Waterloo box is Miles Hillman, and he's pumping his fist trying to encourage the crowd.
10 seconds left in regulation. Big scrum in the left wing corner. Up to Fowler's shot. Saved by Youngstown. Cleared by Hunter Bischoff. The view from the top of the mountain is everything that I thought it would be. The Youngstown Phantoms are the 20